Well, hello, everybody. Hello. Give us a chance to let some folks join before we jump in today. The silence. It's never comfortable getting started. So you know what? I am just going to go ahead and get started because again today, much like last week, I am outside of my usual 5:30 Facebook Live. Last week we were somewhere probably around 1:30 Eastern time when we did our Facebook Live last week. Andy did it with me, yay! So today, because we have an engagement to attend this evening, I won't be at home at 5:30. So I decided let's push it up to 4 and get started. So when you join, the first thing I'd ask you to do is to hit the share button. Even if you are watching on the replay, if you would be so kind as to hit the share button, that would be wonderful. So yeah, we are back back in the States from our fantastic vacation or holiday, as our European friends would say. We spent some time in London, England. We did a day trip over to Paris, France, and then we also spent some time in Edinburgh, Scotland. Had a fantastic time. Let me tell you, for real, the Lord never ceases to amaze me. I never in my wildest imagination would have thought that I would set foot in either of these places. So to spend 7 days taking in the sights and the sounds and the textures of Europe, it was really inspiring. It was really inspiring. I am so inspired now to live even the more out of the box. I really am. I'm even more encouraged to go places that I've never gone before and to do things that I've never done before. You know, and as my pastor, William Covington, so insightfully said, even the snags along the way are a part of the experience, and that makes it all worthwhile and great. And he was right. And then last week to have Andy do the midweek motivation with me. Oh, wow. How thrilling was that? On location, doing the midweek motivation, and Andy joined me. It was very special, and I was thrilled, and I hope that he will do more of those with me. So we shall see. Hi, Cookie Washington Porter. Thank you for watching. So the topic: on your mark, get ready, set, go. That's what we're going to talk about today. So now that we have closed the first quarter of the year, I know, right? The first quarter of 2018 is already gone. It's gone. It's over. All right. It just went so fast. I was blessed to have spent the last 7 days of the first quarter experiencing and taking in new cultures and new experiences. I've gotten some much needed rest, and now I humbly submit myself again to the Lord and re-engage in His plans and purposes for my life. That's where I am right now. I'm looking forward with great anticipation and exhilaration to what He wants to do in, for, and through me next. For me, the European trip was a reset. It was a pause, push pause. It was a Selah, if you will. When I look back over the first 3 months of this year, I am amazed at what God has allowed me to experience and to enjoy. It really has taken my breath away, some of the things that I have gotten involved in and been doing over the first 3 months of this year. Hi, Beverly Johnson. Good to see you. Vanetta Weidman, thank you for joining. Thank you, ladies, for joining. So, yes, indeed, I did need that time of rest. I needed to be rejuvenated and readied. I needed to be ready to jump back into God's plans for my life. I feel charged. I feel at 100%, and I'm ready to go, okay? There are, as we looking forward now, we've done that first quarter. It's over. We can look back and see what progress we've made, see the things that we can check off some of the the goals that we set for the year, since that first quarter is now over. And now we're at the beginning of the second quarter, and we can recalibrate. We can get rejuvenated. We can reset. We can push play now. Take off the pause and push play now, because we're starting into the second quarter of the year. There are other trips planned for this year. There are other life-altering events that God wants to thrill us with this year, that will continue to further us along the trajectory of the journey that He has us on, and things that He has planned for us. And I'm grateful. And I'm excited about it. The thing that blesses me so much about a time of rest and relaxation is when the creative juices begin to flow again, as God begins to remind us of the dreams and the visions shown to us in times past. It's just wonderful. Those dreams and visions are a reminder that God has even more in store for us as we, moment by moment, that's how it is, moment by moment, fulfill His purposes and His plans. And, I'd say moment by moment, because when we talk about the plans and the purposes of God, we think futuristic, we think large, we think huge, we think big, we think those things that are in the public's eye or whatever. But our lives, when we submit and surrender, our lives to the Lord, moment by moment, we are fulfilling His plans for our lives. When we say yes to whatever it is that He is calling us to do, moment by moment, our lives are being lived according to His plans. And I am so very grateful for that. I'm also grateful that we don't have to scheme, we don't have to connive, we don't have to manipulate anything, as long as we stay square in the middle of God's plans for us. Okay? He will always make sure that we are effective as long as we are in His plans, as long as we are living according to His will for our lives. He will always make sure we are effective, and that we will always have the victory. And that is praiseworthy. That is praiseworthy. God has the strategies we need. He has them already mapped out. He has the blueprint to design. He has the blueprint to build and to construct. He has the plans already drawn up. Listen, the team that we need to work alongside is already in place. I'm so grateful that the folks with the varying levels of expertise that I'll need are already assigned to me, and I'm already assigned to the people I need to support. Truly, we are being workers together with the Lord and fulfilling our assignment in this era. And I think that is just phenomenal that God has already factored all that stuff in for us. As long as we stay in the middle of His plans for our life, He will give us the strategy. He will tell us how to move forward and what to do next. And this is wonderful. Our God is great like that. And He is greatly to be praised because of the love that He shows toward us in doing those things for us. I am so very grateful for the energy and the excitement to get done what He has assigned to us. I am thankful for the push, the wind beneath my wings, the inspiration. I'm thankful for the overwhelming joy and excitement and exhilaration. Listen, as y'all can very well tell by now, my engine is revving and I'm ready to go. I'm like, okay, Lord, let's do it. Let's go. Let's get it done. But I have to calm down, stay within His timing. And so, coming from my week of rest and relaxation, I've been energized to continue to tell my story. No one can tell my story like I can tell my story. And by my telling my story, I hope to encourage you to take the leap of faith into whatever God has planned for you. This is my method of witnessing right here. This is my method. This is how I tell the world that God can and He will transform your very life with one simple yes, Lord. Okay? One simple yes, Lord from us. He can transform our very life. And it's just that simple. There are millions of people out there just waiting to hear me say, listen, God can take a simple, small town girl like me. He can forgive me of my sins, adopt me into His family, cleanse my heart from all unrighteousness, then fill me with His precious Holy Spirit, and is now transforming me into someone that He can use to spread the gospel of Jesus. Someone's waiting to hear me say that. I just said it. He can do the same for you. There are people out there waiting to hear that, yes, with the help of the Lord, you too can make it through traumatic situations. You can make it through things like a death of a child. I did. There are people out there waiting to hear that you no longer have to be a people pleaser, but you too can become a God pleaser, and he will put you around the right people who won't require servitude or allegiance to them before they befriend you, okay? There are people out there waiting to hear that, yes, your marriage can survive infidelity. It can. Yes, it can. There are people out there waiting to hear that, yes, you are lovable. You are lovable, and yes, you are worth saving. There are so many nuances to our lives that will help others once we become authentic enough to share our story. Just sharing our story. Someone is waiting to hear it. I heard Pastor Kevin Hart use this phrase, assignment awareness. Think about it. Assignment awareness. That right there will help you tremendously once you grab a hold of it. What I got from that, is when you're going through your trials and your situations, and you're carrying your cross, or when difficulties are staring you in the face, as long as you remain aware of your assignment, you will carry that cross a little easier. You can bear that burden a little better. As long as you remain aware of your assignment on this earth, why God placed you here, you will go through that situation a bit smoother because you know that this too is working together for your good. And I heard Bishop Pollard say, it ain't over until it gets good. This too is leading you into a better understanding of your assignment. This is progressing you further along the journey toward fulfilling your God-given assignment, whatever it is that you're going through. As long as you keep it at the forefront of your mind, the assignment awareness, it will help you out a long way. I have said before that the midweek motivation is in real time with my life. What I talk with you all about is exactly what is happening with me from week to week. So to hear Pastor Kevin Hart use that assignment awareness just captured the essence of my daily walk. It manifests it manifests the form of how I share my story, or my testimony, or my expression, or the midweek motivation, if you will. Okay, I am aware that my assignment is centered around motivating you to live beyond your normal, to fulfill your God-given purpose, to use the gifts and talents and anointings entrusted to you, because there are people out there waiting for you. You are the answer to someone's question. How about that? How does that sound? You are the answer to someone's question. The world waits for you. The world waits for the gift of you. So, as I close today, I want to do two things. I want to encourage you to take time for rest and to rejuvenate, take a time to recalibrate and to get charged back up to 100%. Then re-engage with God's plan for your life. There are people out there waiting to receive you. Whatever it is that you have been placed on this earth at this particular time to deposit, people are waiting for you to show up. People are waiting. And number two, I want to give a huge #win and a quick testimony that aligns with what I've been talking about today. So on March 12th, an article I wrote highlighting my book, Authentically You, Following Your Own Path, was printed in today's Purpose Woman magazine. Okay, I was elated, I was thrilled, I was just tickled pink. I could not imagine anything better beyond that, to be published in a magazine. So, okay, but shortly thereafter, I saw the editor-in-chief of that magazine on Facebook, so we connected there as well. Then I instant messaged her the link to my website, and I asked her to take a look at some of my blogs and see if I would be a good fit to become a featured writer for her magazine. She IM'd me back today saying, quote, that she had an opportunity to view my writing and would love for me to be a part of their contributing team if I'm still interested. What? If I'm still interested? Yes, I'm still interested. I've been screaming all day. I am so excited. Thank you for watching, Andy. You know what? I'm going to see if I can add you to the conversation. Have you been listening long? No, you just got here. So listen, I was just telling them about how excited I am about the opportunity to become a featured writer for today's Purpose Woman magazine. So what I'm going to do right now, since my husband joined me last week on Facebook Live for the Midweek Motivation, I'm going to bring him in now so that he can be a part of the conversation. Bring Andy on camera, yes. Testing. I think we're adding you, Andy. You ready? Get in position because you're going to pop in. Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Everything is lovely. Everything is lovely. It's good to have you on Facebook Live with me another day.
Yeah, let me button up my shirt since I'm getting dressed.
I told you to get ready. So today's topic was get ready, set, get on your mark, get ready, set, go. Any quick inspiration around that topic?
No, we're just excited about what's going on with you right now. Great example of get on your mark, get set, ready to go. Seems like everything is in the go position, and we're loving what God is doing. I'm so proud of you, girl.
Oh, thank you.
Just drive me crazy. I will, and I bless God is blessing you and doing what you're doing.
Oh,
loving every minute.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. That means everything to me. To have my husband, my covering, the priest of my home, the love of my life, to support what's going on in my life. It means everything to me. Thank you so much. Looks like our niece Shamika Blackwell just started watching.
Hey, Shamika.
I put everybody on blast.
Yeah, our intercessor for life.
Our intercessor for life is watching. So, okay, Andy, I have finished. Actually, you came in just as I was closing out and had given my testimony about becoming a featured writer, a featured contributor to the magazine. So with that being said, I am going to again encourage everyone to get in line with what God has called you to do and get on your mark, get ready, get set, because he's ready to push the button on you to go. Thank you all very much for watching and for tuning in today. I love you dearly, and we will chat with you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.